Welcome to Easy Learning zed-Mathematics, where the future is bright. So in this video, I'm going to solve question paper 2 for 2022 external, and that is grade 9. So I'm going to solve this question paper. So this question paper carries 50 marks. So you need to answer 5 questions in this paper. However, let's go through the instructions. So I've got 10 minutes for reading the instructions, and students, it will take a student 2 hours to answer the questions in this paper. So let's go through the instructions. So as you can see, there is examination number. There you need to write your examination number. Then there is also school center name. You need to write your school center name, and there is also school center code, where you write the school center code. As you can see on this sheet, there are nowhere where you need to write your name. The only thing you write is exam number. There is no place where you write your name. So some common mistakes I see with students is they don't read the instructions very well. They end up writing examination number. That's where they write their names. You don't have to do that. You need to write your exam number there, and then you also write your center name and the center code. Okay, so what you need to do is we need to go through the instructions. So the instructions to the cadence are as follows. Write your examination number, school center name, and code in the space provided on the question paper. So we need to do that. That's what I was talking about. Second instruction is write your examination number on every page of this question paper. That's an instruction they're giving you. So that means every paper in this, every page you see, in every page there are these boxes where you write your examination number. So you make sure you write that. This is important in case there is tearing, as the papers are being transported. Then there can be an accident. There can be anything that can happen. Then that can read these papers to be separated. So if your exam number is there, that will be easier to be found. Okay, because of transportation, you may find that the other paper go loose, and then it can be difficult to identify who's the one of the paper. But if the exam numbers are written on every page, that means it will be easier for people to tell which this paper, who is the one of the paper that they have found. So you need to do that. Okay, once we have done that, we've gone through that, then we are told on instruction 3, which is there are 2 question sections. There are 2 sections in this paper, A and B. Section A, there are 2 questions in this section. Answer both. So in section A, you need to answer all the questions. There are 2. Section B, there are 6 questions in this section. Answer any 3 questions. So in section B, there will be 6 questions, and you just need to answer 3. Okay, but in this paper, as I'm going to demonstrate on answer questions, I'll answer all the 6 questions, and for you as a student, you just need to choose 3. Okay, for me, I'm going to work all the 6 questions, but for you as a student, you're going just to choose 3. So there is a part where you even calculate the marks that the questions are obvious, so you can calculate the marks you're going to get. The one with higher marks is the one you answer. Then instruction number 4 is write all your answers in the space provided on the question paper. So all your answering will be done in this paper. There is no answer sheet as you saw in the previous video where we are solving paper 1. Now in this question, you will write the answers in this paper. So as you submit, you are going to submit this paper. All essential working must be shown. Cadence will be penalized for omitting essential working. So as you solve these questions, you need to answer questions step by step. There is no step that you miss, and you should be careful. If you are skipping essential working, the markers will be wondering how you have come up with correct answers when other steps are being omitted. So you make sure you show all the steps, so that the examiners, they can also be clear that they can be able to tell how you arrived at the final answer. So you need to show that. Then instruction 6 is saying tick the question you have attempted in section B in the grid provided below. So this is the grid they are talking about. So you need to tick the answers you're going to answer here. You need to tick them. So as you can see, 1 and 2 is already ticked, because in section A you answer both questions. Okay, you answer both questions in section A, but in section B, where there is 6 questions, as you can see from 3 up to 8, you need just to answer 3. So those which you tick, you answer them. So it doesn't mean you can answer question 3, you answer question 7 and question 8. You can answer question 3, 4, then you answer question 8. It doesn't matter whichever you skip, but whatever is your favorite question, the ones that you have liked to answer, no one will query over it. Okay, then we go to the information for the cadence. Cell phones and calculators are not allowed in this examination room. So mental arithmetic is the one that you use in this exam. So once you have gone through this, then you can see this question paper. This question paper consists of 16 printed pages. So you need to make sure that you have got a paper that counts from page 1 to page 16. So here at the end, what is the number of the page? So you can see it's 16 of 16. Okay, so you make sure that all the pages are okay. For me, I checked and I found that all the pages are there. Okay, once you have done this, then you can start the exams. Okay, so you just be patient enough, then you start answering the question. So let's start with question 1. Okay, so all right, so okay, so I don't know if it's clear enough, but I'm sure you're able to. Let me try to zoom a bit. Okay, let me try to zoom a bit. Okay, so we can see now there we have question which is section A. We have 20 marks, so we're going to be working for 20 marks in this section. So there are 2 questions in this section. Answer both, or each question carries 10 marks. So each question. So if we have got question 1, that means question 1 is carrying 10 marks. So question 1A, B, C, if it reaches up to D, all those questions that is A to D are carrying 10 marks. So they are part of question 1. Okay, so let's start with question 1. Okay, we start with question 1. Okay, so question 1, we have the question which is solve the equation 5x plus 12 is equal to 2x plus c, or 2x minus 6. So what are we going to do? Remember, your working should be shown here. Even when you get the final answer, they should see the steps. So what we're going to do is we're going to write this, which is 5x plus 12 is equal to, I hope it's clear, is equal to 2x minus 6. Okay, so once we've done this, what we need to do now here is we put like terms together. So we're going to have 5x, then this 2x will close the equal sign and become minus, so we're going to have minus 2x is equal to, then we have negative 6, then the 12, this 12 will close the equal sign to become the minus, then it's going to be minus 12 as well. Okay, then once we have done this, then we're going to simplify this, which is going to be 5x minus 2x will give us 3x, which will be equal to, then negative 6 minus 12. Now, since the signs are the same, we have got the negative signs. That means we're going to add the numbers. So we're going to maintain the negative signs. This is the law of integers. You maintain, since the numbers have the same signs, that means we're going to maintain the sign, which is going to be a negative. Then we're going to add the numbers, which is going to give us 18. Okay, so 3x is equal to negative 18. Then what we're going to do, you're going to divide both sides by 3. Why? We want to remain with the x alone. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. So we're going to say 3 and 3, this one will cancel each other out. Then we're going to have x is equal to, then negative 18 divided by 3 will give us negative 6. Okay, so the value of x in this expression is negative 6. That's the value of x in that expression. Okay, if you have got questions, as I always say, you ask in the comment section. Otherwise, let's go to the next question. Okay, we go to the next question. So the next question is, in a class of 36 learners, 30 like mathematics. Okay, so 30 like mathematics, if a learner is chosen at random from the class, find the probability that the learner does not like mathematics. Okay, so in a class of 36, 30 like mathematics. 30 learners like mathematics. What is the probability that the child who is picked doesn't like mathematics? So this is a class of 36 learners and 30 like mathematics. So we can say the probability of, so we can say P N not like maths, right? The probability of learners who doesn't like mathematics is equal to, so if we can find the difference of, if you 30 like mathematics, then what is the difference of 36 and 30? Okay, so we can even write that, open bracket, then we say 36 minus 30. Why are we using 30? Because 30 we are told that these are the learners who like mathematics, and in class there are 36. So we're going to say over the total there are 36. Okay, so we are going to find the difference. So we can say is equal to, so 36 minus 30 will give us 6, which is over 36. Okay, so now we can see which number can go into 6 and 36. We know that it is 6. So we're going to say 6 into 6, it's 1. 6 into 36, it's going to be 6. Okay, so 1 over 6 is the probability. Sorry, this is 6. We are saying 1 over 6 is the probability of learners who do not like mathematics. So you need to be careful and take note of this word here, not. As you can see, it's even put in bold. You need to take note of it, because if you are not careful, you may not see it, and then you take it, you find the probability of learners who like mathematics, then you have 30 over 36. But the question is those who don't like mathematics. So that is where the major secret is for finding the probability of learners who do not like mathematics. Okay, if you have got questions, I'll be glad to respond to them in the comment section. Otherwise, we can go ahead and answer question C, 1C. Okay, question 1C. Okay, question 1C, I'm sure it's clear with you there. Question 1C is, okay, let me make it clear so that people can see properly. Okay. Question 1C is given that B is equal to negative 4862 and C is equal to 2, 0, negative 3, 1. Find the value of 1 over 2 multiplied by B minus C. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this expression here. This expression, I'm going to write it. So I've got 1 over 2 B minus C. So I'm going to convert that into a fraction. So I'm going to say 1 over 2, or into a matrix. So B matrix B is negative 4, 8, 6, 2. Okay, all right. And then once we have done this, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to now write minus. So what is matrix C? Matrix C is 2, 0, negative 3, negative 3, 1. Okay, then we do this. Okay, I'm sure that is how it is. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to multiply 1 over 2 by negative 4, by 6, by 8, and by 2. Okay, then before we subtract this matrix, so we're going to first multiply. Now remember, this 1 over 2 is a scalar, so this scalar is being multiplied by a matrix, or a matrix is multiplied by a scalar. Okay, so we're going to say 1 over 2 multiplied by 2, it's half multiplied by 2, which is going to give us negative 2. So I'm going to open the matrix. Then 1 over 2 multiplied by negative 4 will give us negative 2. Then 1 over 2 multiplied by 8 will give us 4. Then 1 over 2 multiplied by 6 will give us 3. Then 1 over 2 multiplied by 2 will give us 1. Okay, and we're going to close bracket and then open. This is the matrix. This is the product of matrix B when it's multiplied by a scalar, which is 1 over 2. then we're going to say minus. Then once we have done this, then we're going to copy matrix C the way it is, because there's nothing that we have done to it. So we're going to say 2, 0, -3, then 1, then we close bracket. So now what I'm going to do now here is down here I'm going to open the bigger matrix, then I'm going to start subtracting. So remember, when you're subtracting matrices, when I'm subtracting two matrices, what happens is the matrices, the elements of the matrices that you subtract are those which are corresponding. So as you can see, -2 is corresponding to these two. So we're going to have an expression which is, let me open bracket, it's going to be -2 minus these 2. Okay, remember this negative is the one which is here on the middle. Okay, then it's going to be -2, then I'm going to close bracket. This will going to make an element for 1, 1. Okay, then I'm going to, this 4 is corresponding with 0, so I'm going to have open bracket, then I say 4 minus 0, then close bracket. So 4 minus 0, then I'm going to come up with 3, then minus, then this is the negative number, -3. So it's going to be, as you can see, this 3 is corresponding with this 3. Okay, this 3 is corresponding with this 3. So I'm going to come up with -3, close bracket. Then 1 corresponds with this 1. So I'm going to come up with 1 minus 1, close bracket. As you can see, this one and this one, they are all positives. Okay, then once we have done that, I'm going to close the brackets, then I'm going to open the other one here. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 2 minus 2, -2 minus -2. Now remember, they are all negatives, so we're going to maintain the negative sign. Then I'm going to add 2 plus 2 give me 4, so the answer will be -4. Then I'm going to come here and say 4 minus 0, which will give me 4. Okay, then when I come down here, I'm going to say this one, this is going to become a positive. Negative times a negative will give us a positive, so it's going to be 3 plus 3. Okay, 3 plus 3 will give us 6. Then I'm going to come here, 1 minus 1 will give us 0, and that will be the final answer. So this is the answer. You read your answer like this. Okay, as you can see, I'm following every step so that it's even easier for the markers to see how I've come up with this answer. So basically, this is what you need to do. You need to show all your working. Okay, once we have done this, we can go to the next question, which is given the length. Okay, given the length of a rectangle and its area A. Given the length L of a rectangle and its area A, complete the steps below for calculating and displaying the breadth, which is B. Okay, so what you need to enter first is what we are given. We are given a length and area. So here you enter LB. Okay, you enter LB. Then once I've done that, then here they want us to have a formula. So here you enter. Sorry, not B here. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't know. It's not supposed to be big, but should be area. Right? You can see the area given. It's here. It should be area. It's here. It's given area. So it's capital letter A. So you enter LA. Okay. Once you've done that, then here what you enter, breadth is equal to. So you say area, which is that, over you put the / L. Because to find the breadth when area and length is given, you need to find the area, to find the length, to find the breadth when area and length is given, you divide area by the length. Okay, once you have done that, then what will be displayed is breadth. So you can even write it in words like this. You say breadth. Okay. Alright, you can write it like that, and then you can also close like that. But even when you write B, it's okay. What will be displayed there is breadth. Once you have entered those, then the breadth will be displayed. Okay, if you have got questions, you can ask, but sorry for this. This is not what we are supposed to, and we are not supposed to enter breadth, but we are supposed to enter area, since it's the one which is given, which is in the question. I told you are given length, and we're also given area. So this is what you enter, length and area, which is given. And then when you are calculating, you'll say B is equal to, which is breadth, is equal to area divided by length. Then it will display, the breadth will be displayed. Okay, once you have done that, then you can go to the next question. Okay, let's go to the next question. Let's try to cut with time. Okay, so here we are asked to find the value of 1 base 2 divided by 1 base 2, giving you answer in base 2. Okay, so when you are doing these questions, what you need to do first is you need to convert this number and this number into base 10. Then you divide in base 10, then you come and convert them into base 2. Okay, so what you need to do is, let's see, convert these numbers. Now, as you can see, you should be particular to the digits given. So you can see that you are given 6 ones. You need to be very careful. Okay, the dividend has got 6 ones and the divisor has got 2 ones, so you need to pay attention to that. So since it has got 6 ones, okay, I'm going to write 6 ones here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now what is the place value of these numbers? If you don't know how to find the place value of these numbers, check on our video. Just go into playlist called the number bases and then check on the video. There's a video we did where we solved how to write the place value of. Okay, so once I've written like this, as you can see, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I can do now is I'm going to write the division sign here. Then once I've done that, then I'm going also to write the 1 here. Okay, all right. Here it doesn't matter even if I leave the base number sign, which is 2, or it doesn't matter. Okay, so now I was saying that if you don't know how to count numbers in base 10, in base 2, or you don't know how to identify the place values of numbers in base 2, you can check on our videos. We did this video where we talked about place values of numbers in base 2. So what we're going to do here is going to say this is the place value is 1s, then this one is 2s, this is 4s, this is 8s, this is 16s, and this is 32s. Okay, now once I've done this, we can also do the same thing to this side, which is going to be this is 1s, then this is 2s. Okay, then we're going to add them. So what we'll do is we'll be multiplying this number by its place value. So 1 by 32 will give us 32, then 32 plus 1 by 16 will give us 16, then plus 1 by 8 will give us plus 8, then 1 by 4 will give us 4, then 1 by 2 will give us 2, so we'll be adding them. 1 by 1 will give us 1, so it's going to be plus 1. Then the whole of this divide by, open bracket, 1 by 2 will give us 2, plus 1 by 1 will give us 1. Okay, so this is, we have come up with that. But once I've done that, the next thing we're going to do now is we are going to find the sum of these products we got. We're going to find the sum of these products. So 32 plus 16 will give us 48. 48 plus 8 will give us 56, plus 4 will give us 60, 62, 63. So the answer is 63. Then divide by, then 2 plus 1 will give us 3, so divide by 3. Okay, then when we divide this by 3 will give us 21. So this is 21. So the answer, or the quotient we are going to get, will be 21. Okay, in base 10. Now we need to convert this number, the quotient we have gotten, into base 2. So what we're going to do now here, we are going to come this side where I'm going to draw a flame. Here what we're going to do is we're going to use the this method. We're not going to use the place value method. We're going to use this method. So we're going to write 21 here, and we're going to write R here for remainders, and then we're going to put the number of the base, which is 2, here. So we want to convert this 21 into base 2. So the first question we ask ourselves is, how many times can 2 go into 21? To go 10 times, remainder 1. So we're going also to divide 10 by 2. So 10 divided by 2 will go 5 times. 2 will go 5 times into 10, so we're going to have 5, remainder 0. Okay, it will go 5 times, remainder 0. Then we're going to do this, then we're going to say 2. 2 into 5, it will go 2 times, remainder 1. Then we are going to divide it by 2. 2 into 2, it will go 1 time, remainder 0. Then we're going to say 2 here. Then 2 into 1, it will go 0 times, remainder 1. Okay, once we have done this, then we can now copy the answer. Now remember, when you're writing the answers from the remainders, you start from down going upwards. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to get this one right here, then we get this 0, we write it like this. I'm sure you're able to see. Then we get this one, we write it here, then we get 0, then we get this one, we put it here. Okay, and then we put this number base, which is 2. Now this can be in words or just the way I've written a small 2 here. So you can also write it like this, or 1 0 1 0 1 base 2. You put the 2 in words like that. Both of these answers are correct. So the correct answer is this one. So you even underline the answers. So I don't expect you to write these 2 answers like this. I'm just saying, when you write like this or you write like this, they are the same, so it doesn't matter. Make sure when you use we write the number of the base in figures, you make sure that the 2 is smaller, then the number of the base is smaller than other numbers, like the way I've written. Okay, once you have done this, then that is how it should be done, and the answer is correct, and the person who's marking will be able to see where you have come from. From here you have gotten the answer, and then you come this side, they will really understand. Okay, if there are no questions, we can go ahead and solve the next question, which is question 1. All right, we are solving question 2a. Now we go to question 2b. Okay, so question 2b is as follows. Okay, question 2b is as follows. So we are going to use elimination method. That's what we're going to do to solve this question. So you can write it if you want. Okay, you better write it. Then you go like that. There are 2 equations, which is equal to 5. Then we have also 3a plus b is equal to 3. This kind of simultaneous equation, they are very simple, these 2 kinds. So here it's very easy even to choose the number you're going to eliminate. We're going to eliminate b, okay, because b, they have the same coefficients, which are 1s, even if they are not seen. So what we're going to do now here, since they are both positives, so we are going to subtract. We're going to say minus. Okay, then we start a minus 3a, we're going to come up with negative 2a. Then these b minus b, that means they will be eliminated, then we remain with this. Then we're going to say 5 minus 3, that will give us 2. Okay, then we need to remain with a on this side. That means we're going to divide both sides by negative 2 and this side by negative 2. Then we're going to cancel this one and this one. That means we're going to remain with a, which is equal to 2 divided by negative 2 will give us negative 1. So a is equal to negative 1. Okay, I'm sure you have followed everything very well. Okay, so once you have found the value of a, remember this is a, although it seems as if it's 9, so be careful when you're writing. Your handwriting should be okay, shouldn't the one that confuses. So once you have found the value of a is negative 1, then we can go ahead and find the value of b. So we can use the equation which is on top, this one, which is a plus b is equal to 5. Okay, then if the value of a plus b is equal to 5 and a has the value of -1 plus b, what will be the value of b? Okay, which is equal to 5. Okay, so we have replaced a by this value which is -1. Then we're going to say now what is the value of b. So we're going to put like terms together. So we're going to have b is equal to 5. Then this will close the equal sign and become plus 1. Then we're going to have b is equal to 6. Okay, so the value of b is 6. The value of b is 6. Okay, so that is the value of b is 6. So you can even try to put these numbers in those equations. You find that the answer will be the same. Okay, the answer will be the same. Okay, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, let's keep pushing. Okay, we go to the next question, which is question 2C. Okay. Okay, question 2C, the question is use geometric instruments to construct triangle ABC in which AB is going to be 7 centimeter and angle BAC is equal to angle ABC, which is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, so that's a question we are going to. Okay, so question 7. That was question 7C. So we are going to find this question. Okay, so that is 7C. So what you need to understand is, just look at this. We need to understand the question and the type of triangle we're being asked in this question. That's a very cardinal thing you need to do first before you start even drawing. Okay, now as you can see, we are told to draw line AB, which is 7 centimeters. So this is A and this is B, and it's 7 centimeters. Okay, now the question is, let me just put my A here. Okay, the question is, they have said this angle, so I can draw the triangle like this, and then let me also bring down here. This is just a rough way. We are told that this angle and this angle, they are equal, both are 60 degrees, as you can see in this statement. Both are 60 degrees. Now, if these two angles are equal to 60 degrees, now we even know that the property of a triangle, interior angles of a triangle, they add up to 180 degrees. So if this is 60 and this is 60, that means we're going to have also 60 degrees here on C. Okay? It's going to be 60 degrees. So as you can see, if these angles are equal, that means even these lines are also equal. So in this case, we already know that what we need to draw here is a equilateral triangle. We want to draw equilateral triangle. Okay, so we know that we want to draw equilateral triangle. Then you can go ahead and draw the equilateral triangle. So let's draw the equilateral triangle in question 1 or in question 2C. In question 2C1, I don't know why I was saying 7. It is question 2C1. It's question 2C1. Okay. So what I need to draw these, I need this the compass, and then I also need the protractor, and I also need this ruler. It can be a 30 centimeter rule, or you can have a 15 centimeter rule, which is found in the set. It doesn't matter, but it's better that you go with this 30 centimeter rule as well. Okay, as you can see, this is one, and on the other side you can see there is 30 centimeter. Okay, so you can go with any, but it's good that you go with this. You don't know the kind of question they can give you, but many have seen that they don't go beyond 15 centimeters, so you can go with that. So as you can see, I'm going to first measure 7 centimeter. So I'm going to measure 7 centimeter, the reading of 7 centimeter. So I'm going to leave a gap a bit here. So I'm going to measure 7 centimeter here. Okay, I'm going to put it on the center. I'll try to put it on the center to leave the gap on top there. But once I've done that, then I'm going to draw the line. So from here up to 7 here. Okay, I hope you can see that I've drawn the 7 centimeter up to there. But once I've done that, then what I will do now, I'll come here and make a mark, and here make a mark. Okay, now remember, you don't have to use pen here. So I'm going to name this line to B, this side will be A, and this side will be B. Okay, now since we are told to say we need to make equilateral, that means the triangle we're going to draw should have equal sides. All the 3 sides should be equal. Okay, all the sides should be equal. So if they are not equal, then there is a problem with the way you have drawn it. Okay, so I'm going to set my compass, my pen. I'm going to fit it in the compass. Okay, so this is what I've done. I've fitted everything in very well. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the measurement of this line. Remember, we are drawing a equilateral triangle. That means all 3 sides will be equal to 7 centimeter. So I'm going to take the measurement of this compass, this line I've drawn. I'm going to take the measurements of this line I've drawn like this. Make sure it is equal. Okay, so that's how it's going to be. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to okay, once I've done that, then I'm going to get this, and then I'm going to draw lines. Now remember, I was making marks there. That means I should be very careful to go at the exact mark. Immediately I miss it, then my measurements will be wrong. So I'm not going to do any adjustment to this compass. The way I've set it, that's the way I'm going to do it. And if your compass is loose here, make sure you find something that you can tighten here, so that it can just move when you are stretching it out, or when you are trying to adjust inward. So it has to be something like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put it on the mark like this, the way I've put. Then I'm going to mark here. Okay, once I've done that, then again I'm going to go to A. It doesn't matter where you start from, either A or B, but you just have to make sure that where you mark, it is showing. So as you can see there, then again I'm going to mark, but I've seen it has moved a bit, so I'm going to check on the ruler, or I can come back here. I've felt a movement. I've felt a movement in this. Okay, so there was a bit of movement. Okay, fortunate enough, there was no movement with these measurements. Let me see if it's going to give me. Okay, so now once I've done that, that means I'm going to unscrew the pencil, and then I'm going to join this. So before I join, I'm going to come here on the center where these 2 lines are joining. As you can see here, I'm going to pierce this page so that I can make a hole on the center, like here, so that it's easier for me to, like this. Okay, then once I've done that, then I'm going to connect these I can start from anywhere, but I'm going to make sure that I put wire here and also here. Okay, so I'm going to draw nicely, just like this. Okay, now I've made AC, then I can also come here and also connect. Okay, okay, all right. So if you have done my work very well, this is the triangle I've made. If you have done very well, then that means I should be able to get AC to be 7 centimeter and BC to be 7 centimeter. Now I haven't named this point. This point is C. Okay, once I've done this, then let me measure the lines. Okay, so let's see if you are getting 7 centimeters. You can help me to check. Is that 7 centimeters, my viewers? Yes, that is 7 centimeters. Okay, we have formed this line. AC is equal to 7 centimeters. Let's try BC. Okay, please, let's be together. That is BC, and that's a line. Is that 7 centimeters as well? Yes, it is. So that means we have done our best, and that is the line BC. Okay, so now we have drawn a equilateral triangle. Now remember, we are told this is 60 degrees. We are going to say this is 60 degrees. As you can see in the question, we are told to say angle BAC is equal to angle ABC. So let's check it. BAC is equal to 60 degrees, and the angle ABC is equal to 60 degrees. So you can also write, you can indicate here to say this is 60 degrees. Okay, once we have done that, then we have answered this question. Okay, however, we can tell that the angle here, this angle is also equal to 60 degrees. Okay, because the interior angle of a triangle adds up to 180 degrees. Okay, once we've done this, the next thing we're going to do is let's go to the second question. The second question is what? We are told to say construct a perpendicular bisector of AB. So this is line AB, so we should we should construct a bisector of AB to intersect the side AB at X. So it will intersect the side AB. Okay, so what we need to do now here, I'm going to put my pencil in the compass again. Let me just see that I put. So you need to make sure that as you put the pencil, it hits the ground like this, and then you see that it's standing equally. Then you adjust the knob here. Okay, so let me just try to do it nicely. So the line should be at least it's like closed. Then okay, then the pencil should adjust, and this should stand straight, and you make sure this is standing straight because this is what you're going to be using. Then you tie it. Okay, once you have done that, sorry, I've made mistakes. These marks, they're not supposed to be there. Anyway, as for demonstration, you know what you're supposed to do. You don't need to make these markings here. Okay, you just have to do it somewhere else. But I was a bit slow in thinking. I was supposed to do it on a different piece, on the different paper, not on my drawings. Okay, and you need to do that. Okay, so what you can do is you can use we have already drawn this mark. This mark will help us to draw a particular line that will bisect AB, line AB. So what you can do, you can get the same measurements, which is 7 centimeters. So we can get 7 centimeters like that, and then we stretch it like that. Then we try to see if we're going to come up with the okay, we can come up like that, 7 centimeters. Okay, so that we use this point here to help us to come up with the line, the bisector of AB. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put here, and then let me place it a bit up. Okay, I'm going to draw the line here. It doesn't matter. If you want, you can adjust, but I'm going to draw a line here, and also okay, then I'm also going to draw to close this line here. Sorry, the paper is moving. Okay, once you do this, I'm sure the line is able to be seen. If not, let me try again. Okay, am I still using the 7 centimeters, or it has been adjusted? Okay, it has been adjusted, so it should be like this, not the way it was. Okay, it will be like this. Let me do this. Okay, so you need to be careful to make sure that the distance you used when you are drawing the first line, this line, when I was drawing, it's maintained. So there was a issue that then let me draw the again. Oh God in heaven, again it has moved. Let me check. Okay. All right, let me do it. Okay, so I'm going to draw the line here again. Okay, so this line is not the one we're going to follow. That was an error. This is the line we're not going to follow, but we're going to follow this line. So what we need to do now here is we're going to join this point, so we can put a dot here. Okay, then once we have done that, I'm going to remove the pencil. If you have got two pencils, the other pencil can remain in the compass. Okay, so we're going to join these two lines like this. Okay, so okay, then I'm going to do this. Now I've drawn a line and it's meeting, the point is here. They are saying it's meeting at x, so we're going to write x here. So this line is bisecting this line and this line. So if you measure this side and this side, you find that A, so it's meeting, we're told it's meeting at x, so you can write here x. Then we know that the line BX is equal to line AX. Okay, the line BX is equal to AX. Okay, once we've done that, then we are going to go to the next question. Now here we have done the question C2, which is construct a perpendicular bisector of A to B. So this is the perpendicular bisector. This is the line from here. This line we have drawn up to here. Up to here, this is the line that is a bisector. It doesn't matter whether you stretch it up to that far end, it doesn't matter. The only problem is I used the bigger arc and it has forced me to draw a longer line. So you can even put a line that is just above. So from here, that is above the half line up to here. Then you use the same measurements. When you put this side, that means it will be up to here. Then we are going to come up with a arc somewhere here. Okay, now once you have done that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to C3. Construct the bisector of angle A, B, angle ABC to intersect the side AC at Y. So it will be here. Okay. So let's draw the line, which is we're going to construct that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my compass and my pencil just like I demonstrated. Okay, we're going to set it. Then once we have done that, we make sure that the compass is standing straight and the pencil standing straight. Then both are touching the paper. Okay, if you are using the desk, then both are touching the desk. Okay, once it has done, then we can now go ahead and make a arc. Okay, so since we are bisecting the length AC, so we can even measure anything. We can say we put it here, then we just check whether it's above half. As you can see, it's above half. That means it's okay. The measurements I've gotten is above half. Then that means it's okay. I can use this arc to come up with the okay. Then I'm going to, let me just make it a bit bigger. Okay, so it's going to be here. So you need to be careful that the line doesn't, okay, the compass is not being lifted. Then that means I'm also going to put on C, sorry, since it's C, then I'm going to draw a arc here. Okay, then I'm also going to come this side. Okay, once I've done that, then this is the line that is bisecting this. Okay, so we can connect this arc here. We can connect this arc with this one. It's going to cut this angle, which is 30 degrees, by, it's going to divide it by half. Okay, let's connect the line, then we try to measure the angles that will be made. Okay, so I make sure I just come on the point here. So from there, okay, from that arc I've made there, from that point I've formed there, then from this middle of the angle, then I go and connect that. Okay, so now if we get our protractor here, This is the line that is coming from the arc up to this angle. It's bisecting this angle. So if we get our protractor and we measure our angle, so we make it here, this is the middle, and we make the line like that. So as you can see, that angle is 30 degrees, so that line is passing through 30 degrees, and you can see it is leaving a bit of 30 degrees. The reason is here on my drawing here, I wasn't coming at a direct point. Okay, you are supposed to come at the direct point, not the way it is with me. Let me just draw nicely so that you can see. Okay, so there was a problem with my area drawing, so it should come here on direct point. Here I missed a bit, sorry for that. So that's what you need to do. And then when you look at this line, it's bisecting these two this angle into two equal angles, and it's coming from this point up to this point. Okay, then we have bisected this angle and this area. So even when you get a ruler and try to measure the measurements of this line, which we measured earlier on to be 7 centimeter, you find that let me just measure properly from there. You find that this will be 7 centimeter, but this line is passing at 3.5, so it has divided this line into two equal parts. So if you follow my steps and you do very well, not the way I did here, this is a terrible mistake I made. I didn't draw this line, and this will make you to lose marks. So you make sure you draw this line up to the exact point. Sorry for that, but that is what you need to do. What I did here is not correct. Okay, you need to come exact at the middle point. That's why the mistake came, because I didn't use this to prick the page so that I can put my ruler very well. Okay, so you need to make sure you do this. So once you have done this, then this is the drawing you have done, and you have constructed the triangle very well, and you have drawn these lines. You have bisected the angles and the sides very well. So the next question is in question C4. Okay, so question C4 was measure and write the length of XY. So as you can see, here we are told to say construct. Let's go back to question C3. We are told to construct the bisector of angle ABC to intersect the side AC at Y. So the side AC at what? Y. So this is Y. So we're going to write this is Y. Okay, I'm sure you're able to see this is Y. I've indicated this is Y. Now, once we have found this is Y, that's where this is meeting. Then they're asking us to find the length of, so measure and write the length of XY. So XY, okay, Y, X, so XY, the length of XY. So they are saying measure and write the length of XY. So let's see, what is the length of this X line here? We measure. Okay, what is, what is the reading of this length? That is approximately 2 centimeter, approximately. So even here, when we measure XY, that is 2 centimeters. So the measurement is going to be about 2 centimeters. So we can write here, we can write 2 centimeter, and here also we can write 2 centimeter. Okay, so that is basically the two measurements of that line. So this line and this line is meeting. That means even if we are to bisect this side, that means the line is going to pass here and bisect this angle. Okay, so basically this is what you needed to do. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, let's go ahead. Okay, if you have got question on this topic, please, I have plenty to offer. As you can see, I'll be glad to answer your questions and also do some extra work. Even from other question papers, you can ask them. I can still construct for you. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, so now we have entered section B. We have entered section B. So we have entered section B, and they are saying there are 6 questions in this section. Answer any 3. Each question carries 10 marks. Okay, so in this section we just need to answer 3 questions. Okay, so out of 6 you just answer 3. it's a very good one. It sounds to be easy. Okay, so let's come to section B. We start with question E. See, so what we're going to do here now, we're going to start answering questions. So we have got question 3A, and it has got this question, which is the set of ordered pairs. Okay, the set, let me just put my geometric instruments somewhere else. Okay, so that they don't disturb me. Okay, so we have got this question, which is a set of ordered pairs below shows the corresponding values of x and y. So these are corresponding values of x and y: -1, -3, or -1, -3, 0, 0, 1, 3, and 2, 6. Okay, the function that describes the relation, the question is find the function that describes the relationship between x and y. Okay, so what we need to do here is we need to find the function. So first of all, we are going to write the main equation that can help us to come up with a function. So we're going to come up with the main equation, which is y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, it can even be b, but mx plus b. So where y is the subject, and then this is the gradient, and this is the y, the reading of y-axis, then the gradient, then the reading of x-axis, and then the constant. Okay, or the intercept of y. Okay, the intercept of y. So what we're going to do now, we're going to come up, we're going to use those values which are given. So as you can see, we know that when the ordered pairs are given, we know that the number that is on the left side stands for y-axis, and on the right is the number which is on the left side is for the x-axis, and on the right side is the y-axis. Okay, so what we're going to do now here is first we need to find the gradient. Okay, so what is the gradient? So the gradient can also be a common difference. Okay, it is a common difference. So a common difference, like from -1 to 0, what is the difference? Okay, from 0 to +1, what is the difference? Okay, so what we're going to do now here is we are going to come up with a formula for common to find the gradient. So as I was saying, we're going to use we're going to find the gradient, which is m. So we're going to find the gradient, which is m. So we're going to find the gradient first. So what we can do to find the gradient, we can pick this is x1 and this is y1, so we can pick x2 and y2. Okay, so we're going to say gradient, which is m. So we're going to say m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, once we have done this, then we're going to say what is the value of xy. So if we consider these two coordinates, these, then what is y? What is y2? It's 0. So y2 here is 0. This is 0 here. This is y2. Then we're going to say 0 minus what is y1. So y1 is -3. So we're going to say minus -3. Okay, over what is y1? Y1, we know it's what is y2 is 0. So we have 0 minus what is, so not y1, x1 is 0. So x1, it's this 0 here, and this is x2. So x2 is 0 because we are talking about this x2 here. Okay, x2 is 0, so x1 is -1, which is here. So I'm going to say minus 1 and close bracket. Okay, then once we have done this, the next thing we're going to do is we're going now to evaluate this. So we have 0 minus, so negative times negative will give us positive, so we have got 0 plus 3, which is 3, over, then same applies, negative times negative 1 will give us positive 1, then 0 plus 1 will give us 1. Okay, so 1 into 3, okay, let's go there. 1 into 3, or 3 divided by 1 will give us 3. So I can say equal to 3. So the gradient is equal to 3. So here, sorry. Okay, so here we can say that is 3. Let's ignore this, my pencil slab is very poor. Okay, that is 3. Then we can say the value of m is 3. So I can write y is equal to, where this gradient we're going to put 3, then 3x. Okay, what is y-intercept? We don't know what the value of y-intercept. So where the graph is passing through y-axis, we don't know. So we're going to find that. So what we're going to do, we're going to use this same formula here. Okay, then we're going to say y is equal to, what is the intercept? We found it's 3, so we found it's here. We found that it is 3, which is here. Then we're going to say plus y 3x plus, what is the so what is the c? We don't know, so we have c here. Now we replace the value of y and x. Y and x, we replace the value of, so we can pick, so we can even pick this one here, 2x 2,6. So the value of y is 6, so we're going to say 6 is equal to 3. Now when we say 3, what is the value of x in these coordinates? We have, in this set of ordered pairs, we have got 2. The value of that is 2, so we're going to write, where there is x, we're going to put 2. Okay, then we say times 2, then plus c. We don't know the value of c, where the graph is passing through c. And once we've done this, then we are going to evaluate that. We're going to have 6 is equal to, this by this will give us 6, which is plus c. Okay, then this will come this other side. I want to put the like terms together, so we're going to have 6. Then this 6 will cross the equal sign and become minus 6 is equal to c. Okay, then we say 6 minus 6 will give us 0, which is equal to c. So the y-intercept is 0. The graph is passing through y-intercept, is passing through y on 0. So we're going to solve with 0. So here we come to here, where there is equation, we're going to put plus 0. Okay, so this is the equation or the function. So you can even write f of x is equal to 3x plus 0. Okay, it can also be like that. Okay, when you write like that, you remember to close where there is x like that, if it's like that. Okay, so the equation is the one I found, which is here. Okay, so y is equal to 3x plus 0. Okay, once we have done that, then we can go to the next question. So the examiners will be able to follow you here and here and here, and this is what you need to do as you are solving these questions. This is what you need to do. Okay, we come to the next question, which is question 3A2, which is the value of okay, the question is the way defined is here. Find the value of x if y is equal to 30. Find the value of x if y is equal to 30. So what we're going to do to find the value of x if y is equal to 30, we're going to come back to this equation, which is here, which is you don't even need to write this. You just write this. This is the correct answer. Okay, so we're going to say y is equal to 3x plus 0. So we are told that we find the value of x if y is equal to 30. So where there is y, we're going to put 30 is equal to, then we say 3x plus 0. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to put like terms together. So we're going to have 30, then this will cross the equal sign. It can even be minus or what. Okay, then which is equal to 3x. Then the value is going to be 30 minus 0 will give us 30, which is equal to 3x. Then we say we divide both sides by 3. Why? We want to remain with x on this side of the equal sign. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. Okay, so we're going to divide both sides by 3. So 3 here will give us x. Okay, then 30 divided by 3 will give us 10. So x is equal to 10. That's the value of x in that expression. The value of x in this expression is x is equal to 10. Okay, so whether you write it like the way I found it here, which is 10 is equal to x, or x is equal to 10, this is the same thing. The markers will definitely mark your answers correct. Okay, we go to the next question. Please, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, we continue solving this paper. So the next question is question what? 3b. Okay, question 3b. So question 3b, we are asked to, given that mx minus nx over mn is equal to 6, make x the subject of the formula. So this one, we need to change the subject of the formula, and it has 3 marks. So let's go ahead and change, make x the subject of the formula. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to write mx minus nx over mn is equal to 6. Okay, so for me to do this, to make x the subject of the formula, first I need to deal with the denominator, the fraction part. I need to deal with the fraction, so I need to get rid of the fractions. So even before I do this, I can my laba is very bad, sorry. I just bought this pencil for this. Okay, I hope you're able to see. Okay, so what I'm going to do now here, I'm going to multiply this term and this term by mn. So I'm going to say this multiplied by mn and this multiplied by mn. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this is I want to get rid of this fraction. So that means this one and this one will cancel each other out, leaving us with mx minus nx, which is equal to, then when we multiply that, it's going to give us 6 times mn will give us 6mn. Okay, now remember, I want to make x the subject of the formula. So what we're going to do now here is we're going to come this side, okay, because that's where x is. So we're going to say, how can we get rid of this? So what we can do here is we can factorize. Okay, we can factorize. As you can see, we have got x here, and this term has got x, so we can write x, then we say x, open bracket, x m minus n. Now here the value is the same, although we have just refactorized them, but the value will be the same. So if you try to expand this, it's going to give you the same answer. If you try to get rid of brackets, you are going to come up with this. Okay, then which is equal to 6mn. Okay, then what we're going to do now here is we're going to divide these two terms by m minus n. So m minus n, and here m minus n. So that means m minus n here and here, they will cancel each other out, leaving us with x, which is equal to 6mn over m minus n. Okay. Okay, so that is the answer, which is x is equal to 6mn over m minus n. Okay, so I've made x the subject of the formula successfully. If you have got questions, I will be able to answer you in the comment section. If no questions, we can go to question 3c. Okay, Question 3C was as follows. A woman is paid at a basic rate of 36 kwacha per hour, and her overtime rate is time and quarter. If she worked for 50 hours instead of 40 normal working hours in a certain week, calculate her wage for that week. Okay, so what we're going to do now here is we're going to calculate her wage for that particular week, where she okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to work we're going to find the total wage, or the wage for that particular week. So her wage will be equal to the basic salary, so that means the salary she gets. So basic salary, we're talking about the amount she gets without allowances. These could be overtime allowances, etc., etc. They can be rulership, they can be anything. Those are called allowances. So overtime is also an allowance. So it's a plus overtime. Okay, overtime. Okay, so this is what we're going to, for our wage will be consist of the salary, the basic salary plus overtime. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to say equal to. So what is her salary? We are told in this question that she works for 36 kwacha per hour, and she works for 40 hours in a week, 40 normal hours in a week. So that means we are going to multiply 40 hours times 30. Let me put the kwacha sign, 36 kwacha, cross bracket. Then when you look at overtime, when we go back to the statement of overtime, we are told that she works for time and a quarter. So that means we need to divide 36 by 4. We need to divide 36 by 4, which will give us 9. Then we add that 9 to 36. Okay, so it's more or less like we're going to say plus, then open bracket, then we say 1, which means normal time, and a quarter, which will be 1 over 4. Okay, which will be times 36. Sorry, I'm writing times. Sorry, times let me put the kwacha sign, times 36, then times how many hours did she work for overtime? It's 50 hours. She worked for 50 hours. Then the normal time is 40 hours per week. Now she worked for 50 hours in that week. That means we find the difference of 50 and 40, which is 10. So we're going to say multiply by 10 hours. Okay, then we cross bracket like this. Okay, then we are going to multiply this. So what we need to do now, when we are multiplying, we ignore this 0 a bit. We ignore this 0 a bit, and we write in advance a kwacha sign. So we're going to say kwacha sign. Then we say 4 times 6 will give us 24. 4 times 6 will give us 24. So I'm going to write 4. Then carry 2. Then 4 times 3 will give us 12. 4 times 3 will give us 12. Then 12 plus 2, the one we carried from 24, it's going to give us 14. Then remember, I said we ignore this 0. Now this is the time we use this 0 and put it here. Okay, this is what you need to do. When there is a number you're multiplying which has 0, ignore a bit 0, then you are going to put it to the product after multiplying. Okay, once you've done that, then you can say plus. Okay, then what we can do here, we can change this to become a mixed, improper. It becomes an improper fraction. So we multiply 4 by 1 will give us 4, plus 1 will give us 5, which will be 5, then over the same denominator, which is 4. Then multiplied by 36 kwacha times 10. I hope you are not getting confused. Then since we have changed this into improper fraction, the value is the same. Then we can say what number can go into 4? It's 4 itself. Into 4 and 36, it will be 4 itself. So it's going to be 4. It will be 1. 4 into 36, it will be 9. Then we're going to multiply. Okay, once we have done that, then we can now rewrite what is remaining. So we can say equal to kwacha 1440 plus, then we say this is 1 into 5, it will be 5. 5 times 9, 5 times 9 will give us 45. So we're going to have something like 45 here. Sorry, it should be kwacha. It should be kwacha, not just 45, because it should be also kwacha. So we are going to put the kwacha sign, then we say 45, then 45 times this 10, because 1 into 5, it will be 5. 5 times 9, it will be 45 kwacha. 45 kwacha times 10 now. Okay, times 10. Okay, then we are going to have 1440. Here I'm just copying the same number, plus, then 45 times 10 will give us 450. Okay, if you have got questions, there is somewhere you're confused, you can ask. So I've multiplied 45 times 10 will give us 450. So when we bring this together, we combine that. So we're going to say equal to, we put the kwacha sign, then we say 0 plus 0 will give us 0. Then 5 plus 4 will give us 9. Then 4 plus 4 will give us 8. Then here we have got 1 here, which is on Southern's. So this will be as her wage. So her wage for that week, where she worked 10 hours of overtime, her wage was 1,890 kwacha. 1,890 kwacha. Okay, so basically this is what you need to do to get the correct answer. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, let's go to the next question. Okay, so before we solve the next question, please, Easy Learning is inviting you to invite your friends to come and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also to watch this video. So you can share this video with your friends, and make sure that you leave the comment down below if you feel like there is somewhere where you need to improve. Okay, now let's go to question 4. This is question 4a, and they are saying solve the equation 2m minus 4 2 open bracket m minus 4 close bracket is less than 4 open bracket m minus m plus 2 close bracket. Okay, so what I'm going to do now here is I'm going to delete this expression, which is 2 open bracket m minus 4 close bracket is less than 4 open bracket m plus 2 close bracket. Okay, so what we're going to do here first is we're going to expand this. We're going to expand that. So we are going to have 2 multiplied by m will give us 2m minus, 2 multiplied by m will give us 2m. Then 2 multiplied by negative 4 will give us negative 8, so which is going to be minus 8. Then which is less than 4 multiplied by m will give us 4m. Then 4 multiplied by 2 will give us 8, so which is going to be plus 8. Okay, now once we have done that, then the next thing is we're going to put like terms together. So I'm going to have 2m, then this will close the equal sign to come this side, which is going to be minus, so it's going to be negative 4m. 2m minus 4m is less than, then we say 8 plus 8. Okay, because this 8 is crossing the sign, the less than sign, coming to this side. That means it's going to be plus. Okay, once we have done that, then we're going to say 2 minus this will give us negative 2m minus negative 4m will give us negative 2m, which is less than 8 plus 8 will give us 16. Then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2 so that I remain with m, so that I can find the value of m, so minus 2. Okay, then this and this will cancel each other, leaving us with m, then which is less than, then 16 divided by negative 2 will give us negative 8. Okay, so that is the answer. The value of m is negative 8. Okay, that is the value of m, which is negative 8. Okay, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. The value of m will be negative 8. Okay, so we go to the next question, which is down here, which is only the x or y plane below. Plot the points negative 4, 1, which is r, point r, which is negative 4, 1, and then s 4, 1, and t 0, 4. Okay, so let's go and plot negative 4, 1. So the first term given, which is negative 4, this is the y-axis, and this is the, this is the x-axis, this is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. 1 is the y-axis, this y is y-axis, as you can see the way it's written on top there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the x-axis, where is y, so negative is here. Okay, and then negative 4, 1, it's this point. This is negative 4, and this is y, which is the region of y, which is 1. Okay, once I've done that, then we can go to this point, which is positive 4, y, so the y-axis, which is 4. So y-axis, which is 4, is here, and then it's 4, 1, so 1 is here, so the point is going to be here, and then 0, 4, so 0, 4 it's 0, the x-axis will be 0, then the y-axis will be 4, so the y-axis is going to be, this is x-axis, then the y-axis should be here, so it's going to be here on 4. Okay, that is 4, 0, 4, it's here on this point. Then what we need to do is we need to join these lines. Let me just get okay, now I've gotten the ruler. What I need to do is just to join these lines. So I'm going to put the ruler like this. I'm sure it's visible enough for you. So this is how it should be. So I'm going to join these lines. Okay, and I'm also going to join these lines because question 2 is saying join the points R, S, T. So what you need to do before the mistake, which is yes, I need to indicate which one is R. So this is R, which is negative 4, 1. So this is R. So this is the point R, and then this is the point S. This is S, and then the T. This is the point T. Okay. So I need to join R. So it's saying RS. So I'm going to join this line here. Okay, it doesn't matter the order you are, unless if they're giving you the order, but it doesn't matter the order you are going to join the points, but it should be like that. So just like this. Okay, then you also join these points. So these are basically free marks. You just have to do that. Just doing that, you get free marks. As you can see, just plotting these points, they are giving you 2 marks. So those are 2 marks. You just plot the points, then joining the points again, they give you 1 mark. Okay, and then we have formed the triangle, which is in RST. RST. We have formed that triangle. Okay, once we have done that, then the next thing we're going to do is we come to question 3, because question 2 is already answered. So come to question B3. B3 is draw the graph of 5 axes. So the graph of 5 axes, the graph of x is equal to 5. The graph of x is equal to 5. That means we can come up with a graph which has 5, 1 and 5, negative 4. It doesn't matter. So what it means here is that x is equal to 5. That means that the codes here for x should always be 5. Always be 5. It doesn't matter whichever number is only the code for y, but the 5 should be always, x should be always 5. So since they're saying x should be always be 5, that means this graph, this graph is going to be here because this is the line of 5. This x-axis is reading 5, so the line is going to stand here. So here you can get a ruler and draw a graph, any graph. It doesn't matter. So if you want, you can draw a line here. You can draw the graph here. Okay? It doesn't matter. You can draw a graph here. This line here, like this. It doesn't matter as long as it's reading 5. Okay? So you make sure, not like the way I've drawn, you make sure that the line is passing through the line which is 5. Okay, so like that. Okay, you make it even visible enough so that the examiners can see. It can be like this. Now, if you draw a line like this, it's correct. The marker will mark you correct. But even as well as if you draw the graph down here, it doesn't matter. Even if even if you draw a graph here like this, down here, the one who has drawn here and here, they are both correct and they will be ticked. The key thing in this graph is the x-axis should always read 5. Okay, the x-axis should always read what? 5. That's all. So even if you draw a graph from here up to here, a line from here down up to there on top, they will give you a mark. As long as you are following this line, the reading on y-axis, which is 5. Because they have said x is equal to 5, which is on x-axis, which is 5. This is the x-axis. So as long as the reading on x-axis is 5, then you can draw any line. It doesn't matter whether it is starting from here up to there. It doesn't matter, but it should be like that. Okay? If you have got questions, you can ask, but this is the triangle they wanted you to plot on this grid. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't know, and who was drawing this, I don't know. I've just even doing it now as I'm presenting. So please bear with me. Ignore these drawings here. Ignore them, but you focus on these, the ones I've drawn in your presence. Those are the ones you have to follow. These in a blue pen. I'm just surprised. I've got younger ones here. Okay, we can try to go and do another question. Let's go to the next question, please. So the next question, which is question 4, which is multiply 1, 2, 3 base 5 by 3, 2 base 5. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the way we multiply numbers. So I've got 1, 2, 3 in base 5. I will ignore the base number, multiply by 3, 2 in base 5. So if you want, you can put them in base 5. Okay, I won't ignore them, but I'll put them there. Okay. Once I've done that, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 2 times 3. It will be 6. How many times can 5 go into 6? It's 1. Remainder 1. So I'm going to say 1. So it's going to, how many times can 5 go into 6? It will be 1. I'll put it here. Remainder 1 down here. Because here I'm going to come and add it. Here, this is the remainder I've written here. So now we come here. 2 times 2, it will be 4. 4 plus 1 to be 5. How many times can 5 go into 5? It will go 1 time. Remainder 0. So I'm going to write 0 here and carry the remainder. I'm going to write the remainder 0 here and carry 1 there. Okay? So 2 times 1, it will be 2 plus 1, it will be 3. So this will be the answer. 3. Okay? It's going to be 3, 0, 4. Okay? Or 301, not 04, but this is 301. Then next I'm going to say, I'm going to multiply now. So I'm going to multiply these numbers on top by this 3. So I'm going to put 0 here, the placeholder. Then I'm going to say 3 by 3 will give us 9. So 9, 5 into 9, it will go 1 time, which is 1 here. Remainder 4. I'm going to write 4 here. It will go 1 time, remainder 4. Okay? Then I'm going to say 3 by 2 will go 6 times. 3 by 2, it will give us 6. 6 plus 1, it will be 7. And then we say 5 into 7, it will go 1 time, remainder 2. Okay? Then we're going to say 3 multiplied by 1, it will be 3 plus 1, 4. So I'm going to write 4 here. Okay? All right. Okay. So I've come up with 4240. Okay, then I'm going to add this. It's just the same way we do multiplication. The only thing is we are dividing the product by 5. Okay, then we're going to say 1 plus 0, it will be 1. 0 plus 4, it will be 4. Then 3 plus 2, it will be 5. 5 into 5, it's 1, remainder 0. So 5 into 5, it will be 1, remainder 0. Then 1 plus 4 will be 5. 5 into 5, it will be 1, remainder 0. Then 1 plus 0, it's going to give us 1. So this will be the answer in base 5. So multiplying 1, 2, 3 in base 5 by 3, 2 in base 5 will give us 1, 0, 0, 4, 1 base 5. 1, 0, 0, 4, 1 base 5. So this is the answer examiners were expecting from you. This is the answer we are supposed to write here. If you have got questions, you can ask. Otherwise, we forge ahead. We go to the next question. Okay. The next question, which is carrying 2 marks, which is question 5. Now remember, for me, I'm answering all the questions so that you learn on how to answer all the questions. But for you, you just need to choose 3 from these 6 questions. So the question 5a is simplify 5 open bracket y minus 2 close bracket plus 3 open bracket 2 plus 3y close bracket. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to rewrite it down here, which is going to be 5 open bracket y minus 2 close bracket plus 3 open bracket 2 plus 3y close bracket. Okay, then what I'm going to do first is I'm going to expand these two terms. Okay, so 5 times y will give me 5y. Then 5 times negative 2 will give me negative 10. Then plus first we're going to multiply 3 by 2 will give me 6, so it's going to be plus 6. Then 3 by 3y will give me plus 9y. Okay, once I've done this, remember we are simplifying. You should remember we are simplifying. So I'm going to put like terms together. So I'm going to come up with 5y. Then this 9y will come closer. So I'm going to say plus 9y. Then minus 10 plus 6. Okay. Once I've done this, then I'm going to evaluate. 5y plus 9y will give us 14y. Then negative 10 plus 6 will give us negative 4. What has happened here is, which one is bigger between 10 and 6? We know that 10 is bigger, and what is the sign of 10 is a negative. So we're going to write the negative. Then we say, what is the difference of 10 and 6? It is 4. That's why we have come up with negative 4. So 4y minus 4, that is the answer we're going to come up with. Okay, so if you have got questions, you can ask. In case you are not sure what number is this, this is 4. Okay, this is 4y. So it's 14y minus 4. Okay, if you have got questions, you can ask. Otherwise, we go ahead and do the next question. Okay, so given that v is equal to 2, 3, 3, 4, and y is equal to negative 2, 3. Okay, so the question is find the value of VW. So we have got the question is you find the value of VW. Okay, so we're going to say equal. So the VW, so we're going to come up with this fraction first. The order of how the matrix are going to be multiplied is very important. If you write WV, that means you're going to get a different answer. So the order is very important to pay attention to the order. So we say 2, 3, 3 minus, okay, 3, 4. Then we say multiply by negative 2, 3. Okay. Then we are going to say, okay, then what we're going to do is I'm going to come up with a bigger matrix here. Okay. So I'm going to multiply 2 by this matrix. So it's going to, I'm going to open bracket, then I'm going to say okay, I'm going to multiply so we're going to come up with the open bracket 2 by negative 2, then I'm also going to multiply 3 by 3, so it's going to be 3 by 3, close bracket. Then I come down here, I'm going to multiply 3 by negative 2, then here again it's going to be open bracket 4 by 3. Okay, then I'm going to close bracket like that. Okay, I hope you are able to see. Okay, so what I've done is I've multiplied 2 by negative 2, so 2 by negative 2, 3 by 3, this is the 3 by 3, then 3 by 3, 3 by 3, then we have got in this one, which is 3 by 2, negative 2, 3 by negative 2, then 4 by 3, this is 4 by 3. Okay, once I've done that, then I need to come up with the values. So 2 by negative 2 will give us, first I'm going to open, then I'm going to say 2 by negative 2 will give us negative 4, then 3 by 3 will give us 9, then 3 by negative 2 will give us negative 6, then 4 by 3 will give us 12. Okay, so 12 will be the answer. So that is the value of VW of the matrix, of the matrices V and W. So that is the value, which is negative 4, 9, negative 6, 12. Okay, so that is the answer you are supposed to write. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, you can also check on the videos we produced where we talked about multiplying matrices. So you can learn more on how to multiply matrices and how you can tell that the product of the matrices will be with which order you're going to learn in those videos. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay. Okay, the next question is a full tank which is valued at 250 depreciated by straight method at 20%, what will be its value after 2 years? Okay, so what we're going to do now here is we are going to find the value of the depreciation. So if it's going to depreciate by that, what is the amount of its depreciation? So we are going to find more or less like we're finding the interest. So we can say we have got the principal is, so we can say depreciation is equal to we're going to say principal times rate times time over 100. Okay, so which is going to be equal to, what is the principal? We are told it's 250,000 for sure. I'm going to ignore the 2 zeros here. I'm going to ignore them here. Okay, which is going to be times, what is the interest rate? The depreciation rate is 20% times 20, then times, we're going to calculate for 1 year, so we're going to say times 1 year, which will be all of that over 100. So what you can do is you can cancel this 0 and this 0, this 0 and this 0. So we have cancelled 2 zeros down and on top. Then we are remaining with 2,500 multiplied by 20 multiplied by 100. So we can say we ignore the zeros, then we multiply 2 times 25. So we're going to come up with 50. 2 times 25 will give us 50. Then how many zeros did we ignore? Ignored 1, 2, plus this one on the 20 side, 3. So we're going to put 3 zeros here, and we're going to come up with 50,000 multiplied by what? 1. Okay, I remember 100 we have dealt with it, so we have no, so we're going to get that the depreciation was 50,000 per year, so it was 50,000 per year. So the question is, what will be its value after 2 years? So when we multiply this, we're going to multiply this by 2 years. So we're going to have to find the depreciation for 2 years. We're going to multiply this by 2. So we're going to multiply 50 by 2. I hope you are following me. What I found here to be 50,000, this is the depreciation of this tank in the first year. So since it's depreciating using the straight line method, that means we're going to multiply 50,000 by 2. So we're going to have something like 50,000 by 2. Then it's going to be what? It's going to be 100,000, because we can ignore these zeros. We multiply 2 by 5, give us 10, which is this 10. Then we say 10. Then how many zeros did we ignore? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. These are the 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 50,000 times 2 give us 100,000. Okay, so 100,000. This is the depreciation of the tank in 2 years. So what we're going to do to find the value of the tank? Remember, the question is saying what will be its value after 2 years. So we're going to subtract its actual value. The actual value before 2 years passed is 250,000. So we're going to have 250,000 minus 100. This is the depreciation using the straight line method, which is 100,000. So minus 100,000, which will give us we consider 25 and this, so we're going to have 100. So when we subtract, I don't know if you know how to subtract, but when you subtract, if we put 100,000 here, okay, then 100,000 like this. So we subtract, this will be 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, then this will be 5, then 2 minus 1 will be 1, so it will be 150 kwacha. So that will be the value of the tank, which is 150 kwacha. So the value of the tank will be 150 kwacha after 2 years. So that will be the value of the tank after 2 years. Sorry, after 2 years, the value of the tank will be which will be 150 kwacha. Okay, question 5D was as follows. Yeah, a cylinder has a diameter of 42 centimeter and height of 100 centimeter. Find its volume. Okay, so this is a cylinder. It has got the diameter of 42 centimeter. So first of all, we need to take note of the other important part, which is take pi as 22/7. So we need to also know that. So what we're going to do is we're going to write the formula for the cylinder, and the formula for the cylinder is equal to volume of a cylinder is equal to pi r squared multiplied by height. Okay, pi r squared multiplied by height. So r is for radius and h is for height. Okay, so we're going to say equal to, what is pi? Pi, we're told to take pi as 22/7 multiplied by, so what is the radius? As you can see in the statement, we're not given the radius, but we're given the diameter. So we can use the diameter to find the radius. So the radius is half of the diameter. The radius is half of the diameter. So half of 22 centimeter is 21 centimeter. So we're going to multiply by 21 centimeter, then multiply by okay, we can say multiply 21 centimeter, we cross bracket, then we say squared, then times what is the height? The height we are told is 100 centimeter. So we're going to say multiply by 100 is 100 centimeter. Okay, then we are going to expand this. So we're going to have 22/7 times 21 centimeter times 21 centimeter, then times 100. times 100. Okay. Oh, sorry, you're not seeing. Okay, this is what I've written. I've just expanded this 21 centimeter squared. So I've just expanded to this. Okay, so what we're going to do now here is I'm going to get rid of the fraction which is here. So I'm going to say which number can go into 7 and 21. It's 7 itself. So 7 into 7 is 1. 7 into 21 is 3. So 3 times 22 will give us 66 centimeter. 3 times 22 times 3 centimeter will give us 66 centimeter. Then times this 21 times 21. So 21 times this is going to be 21 centimeter times 100 will give us so I will consider just 1 times 21 will give us 21. Then how many zeros did we ignore? 2, so going to be like that. Then centimeter times centimeter will give us centimeter squared. Okay, so we have come up with 66 centimeter times 21 times 2100 centimeter squared. Okay, so now we can multiply that. So if you don't know how to multiply, we can multiply. So we're going to ignore the 2 zeros again here. We'll ignore these 2 zeros, then we're going to multiply 66 by 21. So I'm going to demonstrate on how to multiply here. So I'm going to say 6 times 21. Okay, then we say this will give us 1 times 6 will give us 6. 1 times 6 will give us 6. Then we come to multiply by 2. So that means you're going to put a 0. 2 by 6 will give us 12. So I'm going to write 2, carry 1. 2 by 6 will give us 12 plus 1, 13. So it's going to be 13 here. Okay, then we're going to do this. Okay, 6 plus 0 will be 6. 6 plus 2 will be 8. 0 plus 3 will be 3. 0 plus 1 will be 1. Remember here we're adding. Then this will be the answer, which will be centimeter. Now we're going to multiply centimeter times centimeter squared will be centimeter cubic. Okay, all right, so we are going to write now here, it's going to be 138 60 centimeters. Remember, we ignored the zeros. Excuse me, we ignored these 2 zeros, so we're going to put these zeros to these 2 zeros we ignored. Remember, when we're multiplying this, we ignored these 2 zeros, so we're going to add them here, and then it's going to be centimeter cubic, because centimeter times centimeter squared will give us centimeter cubic. That will be the answer. So this is the answer you are supposed to write. So you make sure that if you have done like this, you close this so that you circle it so that people, they don't focus on that. Okay, so that is the answer. So the volume of the cylinder in the question is 138,600 centimeter cubic. Okay, so we go to the next question. Okay, we go to the next question, which is 6a. Okay, question 6a is as follows. Okay, so question 6a is as follows. We are okay, question 6a was as follows. Okay, this is question 6a. Let me put the papers properly. Question 6a was as follows. The Venn diagram shows a TP, Q, and R. Okay, those you need to start the Venn diagram. So they are saying the question is list the set 1 P complement intersection Q union R. P complement intersection Q R. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to list the members which are P complement. So first, I'm going to come up with the set which is P complement is equal to, so members that are not found in set P, okay, P complement. So any member that is found in this set is a member of P. So P complement are those which are found in these areas and outside. So we can say we have got A, we are starting from here, A, then D, okay, then we have H, okay, then we have G, which is G, okay, then I can close that, that is the P complement, okay. Then the next thing we are going to look for is A, Q union R. So we have got Q union R is equal to, okay, Q union R, so those that are found in here and here, except these, so we exclude this one and this one, okay. So those that are found in Q and R, so we have got Q and R, we have A, comma, D, comma, then we have B, comma, we have E, comma, then F, comma, then C, comma, which is here, C, then we have H, okay. Remember, I just started from here, then I dealt with this, then I also came down there, just like that, okay. Then close bracket, okay. Then we want to write P complement intersection Q union R. So we are going to come here on the question, say equal to, then we do this. So what is found in both? A is found in both, okay, comma, the other one is D, comma, then D, H, yes, H is found in both here and here, so we are going also to write H, then G is not found in both, so that is the answer, which is P complement intersection Q union R is equal to ADH. That is the answer, so that is the answer for that working, okay. We go to the next question. Okay, let's come to this question, which is R complement intersection P intersection Q. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to write the members of R complement. So those are members that are not found in R. So when you come here, what is not found in R is A, F, F, E, I, and G. Okay, so we are going to write which is A, then F, then E, then I, then G. Close bracket. Oh, sorry, G, yes, okay, G, yes, then close bracket. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 members. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, even here, so again we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we counted 5. Then we come to P intersection Q is equal to P intersection Q is equal to then we are going to say, okay, what is P intersection Q? So we say P intersection Q. So we want this part here, that is P intersection Q, this one here. This is P intersection Q, and we have F E B. So we have F E B. Those are the members of P intersection Q. P intersection Q. So we can close that. Okay, so we can come here and then check what will be, what is the answer of that. Okay, so intersection. So we are saying what is found in here and here. Okay, we can see that F, E, they are both found. So B is only found down here. There is no sound. So the answer is E, comma F. That is the correct answer. That is the answer. E, comma F. That is the answer. That is, those are the members of R complement intersection P intersection Q. Okay, those, that is the answers are the elements of that set is EF. Okay, if you have got questions you can ask, otherwise that is the correct answer. We go to the next question, which is here. We asked to multiply 0.0348 by 3, give your answer in standard form, correct to 3 significant figures. So what we're going to do first, we're going to multiply. So we are going to write 0.0348 then times 3. Okay, so we say what will be 3 by 3 will give us 24, or 3 by 8 will give us 24. So I'm going to write 4 there. Then 3 by 4 will give us 12 plus 2. It's going to be 12, 14. So we're going to write 4 carry 1. Then 3 by 3 will give 9. 9 plus 1, 10. So I'm going to write 0. Then 3 by 0 will give us 0 plus 1. It will be 1. Then 3 by 0 will be 0. Okay, so how many decimal places are in these two numbers I've multiplied? There are 4 decimal places. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So the point is going to be here. Okay, so this is the answer I've gotten. Okay, after multiplying. So what we're going to do now is we're asked to write this number into 3 significant figures. So this 0 is not a significant figure. That means this point will come this side. Okay, so we're going to have 0.1044. Okay, so I need to remain with 3 significant figures, so which means this point is going to come this side. This 0 is not a significant figure, so this point will come this side. So I'm going to come up with 1.04. Sorry, 1.044. Okay, it has moved. Then I'm going to multiply by 10 raised to the power of negative 1, because the point is moving to the right side. So I'm going to multiply by a negative 1. It's going, the power is going, 10 is going to be raised to a negative 1 because the point is moving to the right side. If it was moving to the left side, it could have risen by a power which is a positive. Now since it's going to the right side, it's going to be a negative. So what we're going to do now here is once we've done this, then we are going to go back to the question, which is they're asking us to write in 3 significant figures. Now when you look at this, there are 4 significant figures, so meaning we need to get rid of 1 significant figure. That means we need to get rid of this number here. So we're going to remove this, so we're going to add 1 or 0 to this number depending on this number. So what the question is this number bigger or equal to 5? This number is less than 5. That means we're going to add 0 to this number. So we're going to write 1, 1.0. Then when you add 0 to this number, it's going to remain 4. Then we're going to multiply by 10 raised to the power of negative 1. And this is the answer you are supposed to write in an exam, which is 1.04 times 10 raised to the power of negative 1. So remember, this is a significant figure as well because it's in between the numbers which are non-zeros. Okay, we can go to the next question. If you have got questions, you can ask. Otherwise, let's go to the next question. Okay, so question this one, question 6. Question 6C, which is on a particular day, the exchange rate between the Zambian kwacha and American dollar was $1 to 21 kwacha 80 ngwe. How many dollars would be exchanged for 2,180 kwacha? Okay, so so what we need to do now here is we need to write the value, which is 21,000 or 2,180 kwacha divided by 21,000.21 kwacha 80 ngwe. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to make this one a whole number, so we need to multiply both sides by 10. So we're going to multiply both sides by 10 and this side by 10. Okay, so when we do that, we're going to come up with 21,800 divided by this one. When we multiply by 10, we're going to come up with 218. Okay, so when we have 218, that means we can ignore these two zeros and then divide 218 divided by 18, which will give us 218 divided by 218 will give us 1. Now when it is 1, we both know that we ignored these two zeros. That means we're going to add these two zeros to the quotient we got, because we didn't use this. And when we divided this and this, we didn't remain with a remainder. That means we're going to use these now. We add them to the quotient. And then we're going to put the dollar sign. You need to put a dollar sign, which is, sometimes we just write S and then we cancel it. That is a dollar sign. So the amount that the person is going to get, so the person was 2,180. When he changes that money in kwacha into dollars, he's going to come up with $100. $100. So $100, this is the money this person had. Okay, if there are no questions, we can go to the next questions. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, we'll be glad to respond to them. So the correct answer was $100. So basically, this is how you can solve it, and you make it easier just like that. Okay, now let's come to this question, question 7A. This is question 7A. A talk time sales agent is paid a salary of 1,300 and a commission of 2% on all his sales. Calculate his total income in the month he sold talk time worth 9,000. So to find the total income, so we're going to say income for that month for this talk time seller agent is going to be salary plus commission plus commission. Okay, so what was his salary? We are told his salary was 1,300. 1,300 plus commission was how much is the commission? We are told the commission is given at 2%. So we're going to say 2 over 100 times 9,000 kwacha. So we are going to cancel this 0 and this is 2 zeros. The 2 zeros down and those 2 zeros there. Okay, then we're going to come up with 1,300 plus 2 times 90 will give us 108. Okay, then when you add that 1,300 plus 180, that will be how much? It's going to give us this will be 0. Then this 0 plus 8 will give us 8. then 1 plus 3 will give us 4, then 1, then okay, so the amount he got paid was 1,408 kwacha. That was his income that particular month, where he sold talk time for 9,000 when his commission is 2%. He got paid 1,480 kwacha. Okay, so that was the correct answer. We can go to the next questions. Please, if you have got questions, I'm here to respond to them. You can ask in the comment section. Okay, so here we have got a scenario, which is question 7b. The frequency table shows the number of learners enrolled in each of the grade 8 classes at a certain school. Class, we have 8A, 8B, 8C, and 8D. Number of boys, 60, 20, 70, 20. Number of girls, 30, 40, 40, 80. Okay, those are the numbers. So we asked to say, complete the compound bar chart below using the information above. So we are given even the key, which is this is for boys and this is for the girls. So we are told to complete. So here we are supposed to complete for these two columns for 8B, this column. So as you can see, this one is starting is for boys and girls. It's here second. So we need to start with for boys, then girls. So the question is, we complete the chart. So 8B, in 8B there were 20 boys. There were 20 boys. So we are starting with boys, as you can see on the chart. This is the line for boys. So we're going to start with boys. So boys were told there are 20. So let's go on the chart and see where there's 20. I'm sure 20 is here. Okay, as you can see, that is 20. So we're going to draw a line that will come also down here. Please bear with me for my writing. So we are going to cross them like this. Okay, that is for boys. So you can use the ruler to draw them, but if your time is not with you, you can use a free hand. Then the number for girls, we are saying it's 40. So there are 40 girls. So we come here and then we go with this column. This is where 40 is. So meaning we are going to draw properly the line for girls like this. Okay. Alright, then we are going to do this. Okay, that is for girls. So I've drawn for girls like that. So that's how you can present the information. If you have a ruler, you can use a ruler, but now I'm using a free hand. Okay, then let's come to 8C. We need also to complete 8C. 8C, we are told boys were 70, so I'm going to look for 70 here. So we need just to be careful so that we make sure that, and this is the column for boys, and we're told they are 70. So the 70 line is here. Okay, so we can draw lines. Okay, so that is it for boys. So you can even draw beside these lines. You can draw like this. Doesn't matter if you want, so that you can emphasize. Okay, then once you have done that, then you can come for girls. So we are looking at 8C girls. Girls were told they are 40. So we're going to draw here a graph that reaches up to here, coming down. And then girls, we know the lines are diagonal. Okay, like that. Okay, so we shade like that. So that is the answer that the examiners were expecting, to come up with a graph like the way it is here. Okay, so okay, so that is the graph that they needed you to draw. Okay, if there are no questions, then we can go to question 2, which is how many more girls than boys were enrolled in grade 8 at this school. So what we can do now is we can come up with the total of the girls here. Okay, so boys were saying they are 60, 80, 70 plus 8, 150, 150, 170. Okay, 170. So boys, we can come here and say boys is equal to 170. And then how many girls? So we are saying girls, how many are they? We have 30, 70, 110, 110, 190. So we're saying here we can say girls are equal to 190. So what is the difference of this and this? So we can even say 190 minus 170, which is 0, 2, then that is 0. So the difference is 20. So they're asking to say what is the difference of girls to how many more girls than boys were enrolled in this? So it's 20 more girls were enrolled than boys. 20 girls were enrolled more than girls. So you can say 20 more girls were, or 20 girls were more than the number of boys. Okay, so the number of boys was less by 20 of the number of girls. Okay, so the correct answer is 20. Okay, we go to the next question, which is question 7C. I hope so. Question 7C. In the following diagram, triangle XYV and WZV are similar. Okay, given that XY is equal to 18 centimeter, WZ is equal to 6 centimeter, and VW is equal to 10 centimeter. Calculate the length of V of WX. The length of WX. Okay, so what we're going to do now here is, since I told you they are similar, so we're saying 6 centimeter and 8 centimeter are proportional. So we're saying WZ over XY is equal to, we can say, YW over YX. Okay, so let's find the value of these terms. So we have WZ is equal to 6 centimeter, so it's a 6 centimeter over, then XY is equal to 18 centimeter is equal to, then what is the value of YW? Yes, YW, that is 10 centimeter, so I can say 10 centimeter over, what's the value of is it VW? Sorry, VW, not YW. This is VW. What is the value of VX? Not YX, but VX. The value of VX is 10 centimeter plus, we don't know this value, we can give it X, so we're going to say plus X. Okay, then we cross multiply. Okay, so I've got we can come up with something like 6. I'm going to ignore units a bit, so I'm going to say 6 open bracket 10 plus X is equal to, then we have this, which is when we cross multiply, this is going to give us 108. Okay, then we are going to expand this, which is this is going to give us 60 plus 6x is equal to 108. Okay, then I'm going to put like terms together, which is going to be equal to 6x is equal to 180. Then this will close the equal sign and become this will become minus 60, which will give us equal to 6x is equal to, this will be 120. 180 minus 60 will give us 120, which we are going to divide by 6, and this side by 6. Okay, so this and this will give us which will be x. This will cancel each other, then give us with x, which will be equal to, then 126 divided by 6, not x but 6 here, it should be x, it should be 6 here, and this side x6. So 120 divided by 6 will give us 20. So the value of x, that means the length of this was going to be 20 centimeter. Then altogether will be 10. Okay, what have I done here? Am I okay? Okay, 6 is going to be 6 centimeter here. Then when you add 10 plus that will give us 30. So the value of the length which is calculating x wx, that's the answer here. It's correct. So when you combine 10 centimeter plus 20 will give you 30 centimeter. Okay, so you can try even by coming up with a ratio. When you come up with a ratio, it's going to give you the answer, which will be, the ratio will be 1 to 3. Okay, so the value of x is equal to 20 centimeters. So basically that's what you need to do there. Okay, okay, we come to question number 8. Calculate the sum of interior angles of a 5-sided polygon. So calculate the sum of interior angles of a 5-sided polygon. So the formula to find the sum of interior angles of a polygon is open bracket n minus 2, then close bracket multiplied by 180 degrees. Okay, so we are told it's 5-sided polygon. So where there is n, we're going to put 5. So we're going to have 5 minus 2 times 180 degrees. Okay, then it's going to be 3 times 180 degrees. Okay, then when you multiply, we ignore the 0 a bit, okay, and the degrees. Then when you multiply 3 by 8 will be 24. So we're going to write 4 carry 2. 3 by 1 will be 3 plus 2, it will be 5. Then the 0 ignored, put it here, and the degree. So the correct answer is this. The sum of the interior angles of a 5-sided polygon is 540 degrees. 540 degrees. Okay, let's come to this question, which is solve the equation x minus 3 over 4 is equal to 3, 6. Okay, so what we're going to do now here is I'm going to rewrite this equation down here, which is y minus 3 over 4 is equal to 3 over 6. Okay, so what we are going to do now here is what? Okay, so I'm going to so what we're going to do is going to get rid of the fractions. So we're going to do cross multiplication like this. Then we're going to have something like this. So we're going to have 6 open bracket y minus 3. Okay, y minus 3 then is equal to, then multiplied by when we cross this by this will give us 12 is equal to 12. Okay, so we're going to expand that. So we're going to have equal to 6y minus 18 is equal to 12. Okay, then we say equal to 6y is equal to, then 12, then this will cross the equal sign and become plus. Okay, it's going to become plus 18. Then we're going to say equal to 6y is equal to this and this will give us 30. So it's equal to 30. Then here we're going to divide both sides by 6 and this side by 6. So 6, which will give us equal to y, which is equal to, then 30 divided by 6 will give us 5. So the value of y in this equation is 5. So if you are confused a bit here, my writing is a bit squeezed, which was supposed to have y is equal to 5. That is the correct answer. Y is equal to 5 in that equation. Okay. If you have got questions, you can ask, but otherwise we can go to the next question. Okay, which is question 7C. Is it 7C? Okay, yes, question 8C, not 7C. We're almost done. It's question 8C. Okay, the table shows the ages of 14 girls who participated in mathematics quiz at a JETS fair. Age in years: 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Frequency: so children with 12 years were 2, children with 13 years were 4, children with 14 years were 2, children with 15 years were 4, children with 16 years were 2. So calculate the mean age of the girls. So what we need to do now here is we need to calculate the mean age they had. So we're going to have something like we're going to multiply the number of years multiplied by the number of participants who had these years. So we can say open bracket 12 times 2 plus 13 times 4 plus 14 times 2 plus 15 times 4 plus 16 times 2. Okay, so we want to find the mean age. So what we need to do is we need to add all the ages of the learners, then we divide by the number of learners. Okay, so we have here it will have 24. So children with 12 years were 24 plus 26 plus 28. Sorry, this is not 26 but 52 plus 52. Sorry, here it's not 56 because it's 13 times 4, which will give us 52, not 20, not 26. So it's going to have 52, then plus 28, we're correct, then plus 60, then plus 32. Okay, so how many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then how many numbers have come up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we can say 24 plus 52, that will be 76, plus 24, that will be 104, plus 28, sorry, 76 plus 28, 120 plus 28, that is 104, plus 60, 164 plus 52, 200 plus 32. Sorry, is my heading correct? Let me just put them in pairs. This will be 76. Okay, 24 plus this will be 76, then plus this will be 88 plus 32. So as you can see, this and this will give us a whole number, which is, we're going to say 76 plus we put the 12 here, it's going to be 120, then this will give us 196. Okay, so it's going to be 196 Okay, so it's going to be 126. This is the total ages. So how many children were there? So for us to find the mean, we're going to divide 196 divided by 14, which will give us 14. So the mean age is 14 years. So 196 is the square of the number 14. So 14 into this will go 14 times. So it's going to be 14 years. So 14 years was the average or the mean years of the students that participated in the JETSI fair. Okay. If you have got questions, you can ask. Otherwise, we go to the next question. Okay. Okay, so the next question is, the following diagram shows a triangular prism in which angle is 90 degrees. Angle GFH is equal to 90 degrees. GF is equal to JK, which is 8 centimeter. FH is equal to KI, which is 15 centimeter. GH is equal to GI, which is 17 centimeter. And HI is equal to 20 centimeter. Calculate the total surface area. Okay, to calculate the total surface area of the triangular prism, we are going to calculate the total surface of area of this each face. So this times this, we find the area of this this triangle. Sorry, this rectangle. This rectangle, the surface of this rectangle, and we also find the surface, the area of this triangle. We find the surface of this rectangle, sorry, the surface of this rectangle, as well as the surface of this rectangle, and then the surface of this rectangle as well. So as you know, the triangular prism is made of 5 faces, so 2 of them are triangles and 3 of them are rectangles. So that's what we're going to do. So we are going to say 17 multiplied by 20. We'll start with this face, which is here. 17 multiplied by 20, the rectangle, which is this one. So we're going to say 17 times 20, okay, plus then this rectangle down here, which is 15 times 20. 15 times 20, then we're going to say 15 times 20. I'm ignoring the units. I'll put them to the product, so you can also do the same, or you can add them in an exam. Like you are writing an exam, you can put the units, but because of space and time, I'm going to ignore the units a bit. Then after that, I'm going to find the area of this rectangle, which is 8 by 20. So 80 by 20, then plus, then I'm going to consider these 2 triangles, these two. So I'm going to get this, the height, and this to multiply. When I multiply this height and this, then it will be like for this as well for this rectangle. So it's like I'm calculating the area of a rectangle. That means it includes this area and this area. Okay, so when I just use 8 by 15, that means I've calculated the area of this and this. Okay, so I'm going to open bracket and say 80 by 15. Okay, so here we can even say total surface area is equal to, okay, total surface area is equal to, so this will be 340 centimeter squared, plus then 15 times 20 is going to give us 300 centimeter squared, plus then this one is 8 by 20, which will give us plus 160 centimeter squared, then plus then that will give us, this one is going to give 8 by 15 will give us 120, so plus 120 centimeter squared. Okay, once we have done that, then we're going to add this. This will give us 340 plus or 640 plus this will give us 800, 920. So it's going to give us the total surface area of this triangular prism is 920 centimeter squared. 920 centimeter squared. Okay, so that is the total surface area of this triangular prism. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'm sure you have benefited from this video. If there are some questions you need to ask, you can ask. Otherwise, thank you so much. Today I feel like I'm a bit sick. You can even detect in the way I've been explaining. but I made sure that I post this video so that I can help you, my followers, so that you learn on how to answer questions, and you also be aware of what came in 2022 external paper for mathematics for grade 9. So please, this is what came. I don't know what strategies you use to help you understand what will come into in your exam, the internal paper, what will contain. You can use it, but otherwise I took time to do this, even though I'm away from home, but I made sure that I tried to do something for you viewers. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. It has been Easy Learning Z Mathematics. The future is bright. See you in the next video, and God bless you.